His feathers are beautiful.
This red-tailed hawk was born to soar, but a few months ago, he could barely move.
Put him on the table.
Back in December, he was hit by a car. DeKalb Animal Control found him on the side of the road and brought him here to Aware Wildlife Center, a nonprofit that rehabilitates orphaned and injured wild animals.
Luckily for him, it was not a broken wing, it was just soft tissue damage.
Skinny and dehydrated, Care Supervisor Mayor-Jean Gadjardin and the volunteers at Aware nursed him back to health. And now, he's about to get sprung back into the wild. Is this a big day for him?
So I think for him, this is going to be a very amazing day. It's basically to give him a second chance. You know, some of them go out and they don't make it, and some of them do. But we're trying to get as many back out there to replenish the cycle as we can.
Taking it all in, this hawk isn't flying the coop just yet.
So he's probably a little nervous. Sometimes it takes him a second. There you go.
And while the hawk ponders the idea of freedom,
I hear he was caught by a cat.
other patients, like this baby rabbit,
We've got to get him on antibiotics right away.
are just starting their rehab.
Most of our injuries are going to be due to human impact. You know, we get a lot of hit by cars, a lot of poisoning cases, a lot of caught by cats.
Wow, that nose looks really good.
And Executive Director Dr. Tara Hadley says there's no shortage of patients,
You can also hold their heads a little.
like these orphaned baby squirrels. Last year, the center fielded more than 10,000 inquiries and cared for over 1,800 animals. The goal? Treat to release without getting too attached.
When they leave here, you don't want them to be comfortable with humans or to have any type of bond with a human at all.
But not every animal gets to go home. This barred owl, Gazer, is partially blind. Clover, another red-tailed hawk, ate poisoned prey and is now brain damaged. Neither bird can hunt or survive in the wild. In the past, birds like these would have been euthanized. Instead, Gazer has become the center's permanent ambassador. And thanks to a new placement program, Clover will live out her days at an education center in Florida.
Clover's legacy is that she will be able to go on and teach people about poisoning in animals. She becomes a lifesaver for dozens of other birds like her that live out in the wild.
And sometimes the success stories are, well, simply amazing.
He seems to be fine. He's just walking around with an arrow like this through his neck.
Last year, Steve the Goose made headlines after someone shot him right between the ears.
He's lost a lot of muscle mass.
Dr. Hadley and her team safely removed the arrow and eventually returned him to his flock. Dr. Hadley says Steve's funny personality and will to live made all the difference.
It's very humbling once you release them, that, you know, to see that excitement and spirit of the wild animal being out in the wild. I mean, that's embodies everything that we do.
What do you think? You're free.
And now it's this hawk's turn to start afresh.
I like the releases because I know how happy they are, but I get a little nervous about it. I'm always worried about them. I always hope that they're going to be okay. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing for them, and it's probably one of the happiest days of their little lives. They should be free. If they can be free, they should be free.
In Lithonia, I'm Andi Larner, Fox 5 News.